Hello everyone, this is HGJ Halloween, and today I am back with a much requested video, which is my reactions to the HAuNTcon and Halloween and Party Expo event that took place in New Orleans. So if you are not aware of what this is, HauNTcon and Halloween and Party Expo are two different shows that go on that apparently this year shared locations, and it ended on the 15th, but a lot of haunters went there, a lot of haunters have made videos on it. All of the screenshots that I'm going to be using in today's video are from HauntFormer, so full credit goes to him for all of these images, and the links to all of his videos will be in the description. I am not going to show everything, I'm just going to barely scratch the surface of what all there was to see at this event. So if you want to see all of it, then make sure you go and check out HauntFormer's videos. But I am going to be reacting to some of the major animatronics and things we saw at this event. So in Mac's first video, he showed the displays for Morris Costumes and Distortions Unlimited. So I'm not exactly sure what all of these companies are. I'm not an expert on all of that. I think that these might be the design companies. I know that there's like Techie Toys and Seasonal Visions. I didn't see any videos on those, so I'm not sure if those companies just manufacture, or I really don't know anything about that. But what I do know is that we saw some really, really cool props in this video, including this giant dragon with these grayish scales and these wings and stuff. Definitely something that I wouldn't expect to see at Spirit Halloween, which is also something we should consider if any of these props might be in Spirit Halloween. But definitely a cool and interesting prop that would be awesome in a front yard or something like that. Another thing we saw that a lot of people brought up in their videos was this like skeleton thing that kind of moves around. Kind of cool, not much to it, but interesting prop nonetheless. There was also this skeleton reaper looking thing that kind of rose out of a box, which is interesting. Also something that we could see at Spirit Halloween. They've had props like this before. And up on top of the Morris Costumes display, there was this big giant witch with these beady eyes, like reading a spell book kind of thing. Some people are into the witch props. I'm not as into them. This one looks kind of cheesy to me, but pretty cool, pretty cool. One of the main types of props that we saw featured in this display also was clowns. There was quite a few new and interesting clown animatronics, which is great because I am doing a clown hallway next year. So if any of these go to Spirit Halloween or any other company that I can buy from, that would be awesome. There was this swinging clown that looks from side to side with green hair that I thought looked pretty cool. We saw a lot of smaller baby type clowns, one of which being a seesaw clown animatronic with these two different looking clowns with the face paint, but that you could see like they had a regular head too. It was like just their faces are painted. We saw the same type of baby small clown featured in a merry-go-round, like swing set merry-go-round, which is really interesting. All of them had a little bit of a different design, a little bit of a different looking face. Some of them were more red, some of them were more black and white, with their little party hat, clown hats. This is a really, really cool, unique concept. I love this carousel merry-go-round clown thing, and it's definitely something that I would consider purchasing for my clown hallway. It would go great in there, depending on its size and depending on if the price is fair, but I would love to see this in Spirit Halloween if Spirit Halloween does a clown theme, or wherever it ends up being retailed from, something I would definitely consider buying. Also, the seesaw is pretty cool too, and maybe if the carousel is too big, then the seesaw would be perfect to put up against the wall in those thin hallways. So another clown animatronic that we saw in this display that's been getting a lot of attention is this one that looks like a rethemed, new and improved towering clown. I'm not sure exactly what they would call it. It's definitely one that I won't be getting though, because I already have the towering clown and I don't want to overfill my hallway with animatronics. So I already have my towering clown, but this guy looks really, really cool. Instead of the white and red theme for the clothing and the face and everything that we saw in the Towering Clown. This one is now white and black. It has white and black stripes as well as the solid black color for the opposing limb, which is exactly the way we saw it on the Towering Clown, just with red. Its face also has black face paint around its eyes, black lipstick that drips down, which looks really, really good, not gonna lie. Also, the mouth looks a lot better, I feel, than the other Towering Clown. Just those teeth look a lot more realistic, and there's a tongue in there that looks realistic. The hair is longer, and it's coming down instead of sticking up, and it is black and white, so that looks really cool. It also has green eyes, which I think was a great color choice for those eyes. They look really cool, really complement the new color scheme for this clown. And one of the major differences that we see from the Towering Clown and this new Towering Clown is that it is holding a child, which is something that we have seen on a few other props that didn't go into Spirit Halloween, but I'm not sure which company it was. There was a boogeyman and a spell, whatever witch, the stew brewing witch, that were both holding children, which is kind of a cool, interesting idea. And the children themselves on these animatronics rock back and forth and scream. So you're adding a whole nother aspect of animation there, which I'm sure will drive this guy's price up compared to the Towering Clown. But the addition of a child is a pretty cool thing. It makes it more terrifying. It makes it look more realistic. So cool idea to whatever company decided to start doing that. But I think that this Towering Clown is something that we could definitely see in Spirit Halloween. It's a great follow-up to the original Towering Clown, and I think it's something that would sell well because it's very creepy, very cool looking, very cool design. So I'm excited to see where this guy ends up. Another prop that we saw in this display that a lot of people were interested in was the, I think it's Slendy Soul Seeker, something like that. Basically trying to be a Slenderman animatronic, but not all the way. So they must have not gotten the rights to use the Slenderman idea or whatever. It's not a licensed prop, but it still is trying to be Slenderman, and I personally am not a huge fan of this. I know that a lot of people really did like this one. It has super elongated arms. It has like the white thing around its face to make it look more like Slenderman, but unlike Slenderman, it actually has a mouth that you can see goes inward, which is not like Slenderman. The eyes light up. A lot of things on this that make it look kind of weird. The hands themselves were basically those regular seasonal visions hands that are flat and elongated, but they're covered with this white cloth. And the clothing was also that Slenderman like suit outfit. But I just thought this thing looked kind of weird, kind of dumb. It also has hair that comes out of the cloth, so that's really on top of the cloth, which is really weird. So I'm not a huge fan of this, not one that I was super excited about. Definitely not as good as the other clown, but it's an interesting idea. They're probably doing it because of that upcoming Slenderman movie, I think, that's coming out. I don't know exactly when that's coming out, but I know there's something going on with Slenderman. So not a bad idea to do Slenderman. I just wish they would have gotten the rights to do an actual Slenderman prop, because this thing definitely falls short of Slenderman itself. Underneath this guy's legs, there was also this popping doll on display, which is kind of cool. Like the same motion as the jumping spider, but a doll on the end. I guess that would be pretty cool for a doll hallway or anything like that, which just missed me because last year I did a doll hallway. I won't have that anymore. But interesting little popping prop that's probably really cheap and affordable. So that's something we may see in Spirit Halloween. I would not put it past Spirit Halloween to pick up this little popping doll. There was also a bunch of these rocking animatronics that just sit in a chair and rock back and forth. Really eerie, really creepy, probably cheap because all they do is rock. No audio, no lights or anything like that. There's a light on this one that complements it really well, but the eyes don't light up on these or anything. But this was the coolest one I saw. I don't have pictures of all of them. Make sure you go check out Mac's video, but there was a bunch of these little rocking back and forth things that would be kind of cool, I guess, to sit on your porch or something like that. Then there was also this alien with its guts its chest opened up and its guts coming out. Something that might be really useful for me, hint, hint, if I end up going with this certain theme idea I might do for my 4th hallway, but really cool looking static prop. Now, also on display were a lot of really, really awesome masks. I'm not 100% sure which ones, which company made these ones. I didn't really keep track of which video I was watching with these masks, but Mac put in his title which companies he was showing, so you can go ahead and check that out if you want. But one of them made these jigsaw masks. Not only did they make the pig mask, which is really cool, but also the bear trap, which looks really, really awesome. If you're a Jigsaw fan, then you will know what those things are, and those look really, really cool. A bear trap mask, that's insane. I definitely hope that goes into Spirit Halloween or Party City or something like that, because I definitely will want to pick that up. And I may end up possibly doing a Saw theme for my 4th hallway. So that would be awesome. We'd have someone pop out with that pig mask on. And they also even made the tricycle, well, not, I want to say tricycle doll, but that was at Spirit Halloween. The little guy that's on the tricycle in the Jigsaw movies with the red swirls on his cheeks, red eyes, and the white face paint. He's like a puppet, and he goes hoo-hee or whatever. I can't even do it at all. But really, really creepy prop from Jigsaw, and I'm so glad that they made this. I'm not sure if it's ever been made before, but I probably wasn't really aware of Saw before. So this guy looks really, really cool. Hopefully this goes into some store. Probably wouldn't be Spirit Halloween because they're not really picking up licensed things a lot recently. I guess they did Jack Skellington. So maybe if they would do like a Saw theme, sometimes they do. They did Ouija board. Then they had the Jack Skellington thing as well last year. So maybe if they had a whole Saw display with all these masks and this guy, that would be really cool. But this thing looks really cool. I'm not even sure though if it would be for sale. It might have just been like a custom made thing, but I'm hoping it's for sale somewhere because that would be awesome in the Jigsaw hallway for my haunted house. Another licensed prop that was there was the bear, like Chuck E. Cheese-esque animatronic thing from Five Nights at Freddy's, that app, that game that a lot of kids were really into. I'm not even sure how many editions they've made. I think there was like 5 or 6 or something. But for all of you FNAF fanboys out there, this is a really cool animatronic, and I'm not sure where we'll be seeing it, but definitely made this thing come to life really cool, and it kind of turns, and its head moves rapidly, and it's really creepy, really cool. So one of the really high quality mask companies that was shown in Hauntformer's video was Pumpkin Pulp, which had these really, really nice looking masks. Just look at some of those there. They were all like up on hooks, which was a really interesting, neat display. And I like their pumpkin there. But they've got that bunny and that bull or cow looking thing. Also, I was just looking at this other one that's between the cow and the bunny, and it looks like it's someone's hand like morphed into a face. Really interesting. Another thing that was on this video was, and I'm not sure if this is Pumpkin Pulp or not, but these wall things where something shakes. All of them have like a thing that rocks back and forth, like the little pendulum thing inside of a clock that goes back and forth. So those looked really, really cool. There was one that was someone with their eye out, a zombie with its eye rocking back and forth, a pumpkin with its guts rocking back and forth, the pumpkin guts and the seeds. There was a bunch of them that was like that were tongues. There was a devil one. There was a clown one. Really, really cool. Neat idea. And the last picture that I have was these Forevermore dolls. Not sure what company it was, but really interesting, antique-looking dolls that were like something you would find in this abandoned building that have been there for years. All of them had these sewn-on faces of whether it be an animal or a clown or that one on the end that has its lips sewn together. But they were all just really, really interesting looking, really, really like worn and black and dusty and really cool looking dolls that I would have liked to have in my doll themed hallway, but didn't know these existed yet. All right, guys, so that is going to wrap it up for my HauNtcon and Halloween and Party Expo reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wish I would have been able to actually go there and get my own footage of the stuff, but school and sports and things got in the way. Maybe I'll be able to go next year, but I'm thankful to Mac for letting me use screenshots of his videos, which are probably the best footage you're going to find on YouTube of it. He got really good shots of all the stuff. They were like 8-minute long videos. He has 5 of them of the different companies. So really cool. Make sure you go ahead and check out the full thing so you can see all of it if you want to. But I just kind of picked out the stuff that stood out to me. I didn't even necessarily watch all of it because there's quite a bit. It's a really big event. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I am going to be doing a live stream later tonight, so make sure you check the description to see the time for that. Probably going to be 7:30 Eastern. So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.